Hi, Susie. I want to go over the password protected section that I created for you. I pulled up a browser with the Storm webpage in it, and I'm going to show you where that new section lives. It's under the resources element in the top navigation at the bottom called Coach's Corner. And you see if I go to let's get rid of this timer. There we go. If I go to this page, the login screen comes up because I have not entered the password. I'm going to type in the password now. And click log on. And it looks like I have that incorrect. Let me try that one more time. I'll grab it. I'm going to make sure I have the correct password here. Okay, so I got it that time, and you can see now that this is just a standard interior page. It's got one line of copy in the body of the page, but that's going to be fully editable for you to administer. So let's get into how we're going to do that. So in order to log in and administer the page, you're going to have to go to the Modex manager login, and it's just obxstorm.net/manager. You'll enter your information here, which you should have received in an email, and then you'll get the manager view, which should look similar to what the website looks like in terms of the hierarchy of the pages that you see from the menu. The resources container here has got an ID of 66, and I've just clicked on that little X beside it to expand the children pages and containers under it, and then I've found the Coach's Corner container here where we'll go in and make some edits. So first I'm going to just left click on Coach's Corner and then click edit. This is ID 133, and we'll get a series of form fields which you can edit. The title is the main one, which will be displayed at the top of the page. The long title is a little bit below the main title. We can click preview and see this as we go. So here is our title. Our long title is down here. If we want to make any changes to that, or you want to make any changes, you can do that. The description you don't have to worry about as much. This is going to be part of the meta tags that will show up when you search for the page in Google. It's not going to be available really for the general public, so we don't have to worry about that. The URL alias is by default. You can leave it blank, and if you were to create a new page, leave that blank. It will just grab what's up in the title and then add a hyphen to get rid of that white space or the blank space. One thing to keep in mind in this, if you wanted to change the name, that's completely fine. We can call it something like password, Coach's password. But note that I did keep that hyphen, and there are no white spaces, or there aren't any special characters like the percent, dollar, pound, ampersand sign. So I'll just save this and continue editing. And then if we go now and click preview, you'll notice that the URL alias changed to coaches/password. Okay, so I'm going to pause this for a second and I'll come right. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to go down now. We're going to ignore the link attributes and summary fields. The uses template, all you need to know is to keep this interior hyphen password protected. This ensures that you'll be able to set a password for every page type in soccer.com and insert, and it says it wants to add that prefix, which I didn't do, which is great. It added it for me, HTTP, and then the :/ So now if we save, we'll note that the go back to this tab, and then that text linked, and it's gonna click and go. It'll link directly to soccer.com. So that is a kind of a quick overview of this resource content field. You don't really want to change the format of this too much. Keep the style the same. It's just for consistency across the site. We've got fonts already selected, and that will ensure that it doesn't look weird. The password field here is one that you can change. So right now this is what is currently set. I'll probably change it after the screencast, so if somebody views this screencast on the web, they aren't able to see it. You can swap out these banner images if you want. I've created a field here. I clicked insert, and then under the images folder there's a Vantage Images subfolder, and if you wanted to drop in a new banner image, you could do that and just save, and that will change that banner image here. Really straightforward. The quote and quote author, that's something just fun. You can add whatever you'd like there, change that as you see fit. I'm just gonna say ignore the SEO because this isn't part of what password protected pages are. So that's really a quick overview of editing this main password protected page. The other thing I want to show you is how you'll create children pages here, and I've done that already with the password protected information, and that's got an ID of 134. The simplest thing for you to do if you wanted to create another one is to right click on that, and then this menu will allow you to duplicate that resource. So I've left click now on duplicate, and then I'll click OK, and then it'll copy all of the content there, and you'll notice that the red italicized text there means that it's unpublished, so it's not going to be viewable on the site at all until we publish it. So let's go ahead and click edit now, and we want to go through and change this out. So maybe we call this BOD page, and we'll call it Board of Directors page. I'm going to save it, and let's see, as I said, the URL alias should get automatically set here. Yeah, and it looked at the title, and it just added a hyphen in between the white space, so it's BOD-page. I'm going to leave the description. Well, I'll copy in the description there, the menu title. Because this is a child resource from here, it's not going to show up in the menu because the menu is only one level deep. But it's always good to have a value here just in case we want to expand the site and show, to go 2 level deep or 2 levels deep or more. All right, so here's where we go in and add text, and I'll save. I'm going to scroll down. Okay, this is worth noting. So this value is going to be here by default for the password, and that means that it's going to go back and look at what password value is set in that Coach's Corner resource. The parent container 133 is the ID. So if you wanted to make an individual password just for this page, you would set that here. Otherwise, just leave the @inherit there. Yeah, that's it there. The final thing we need to do is to ensure that it's published. So we'll click the Settings tab, and then the checkbox next to Publish, and Save. And you'll notice that this red text that was italicized in the left-hand column is now black and normal. And you also know the menu index is set to 0, so you saw that kind of pop up to the top here. If we wanted to bring that down below password protected, information, we could change that to 1, and that's just for your organization purposes if you want to sort these easily. So that's creating a new page, and it's actually a resource in ModX, but it will turn into a page once it's on the web. And then let's just preview it, the final step. So now we're going to preview this one, and we can see, there we go. So this is kind of nice once you get into your Coach's Corner section. If you do have multiple pages, these will show up in the left menu here, this left column. That's one way just to organize it. I've already coded that in automatically. That'll be there. I think that's really the main things you'll need. I'm sure you'll have questions, but hopefully that's been helpful in getting you started. And you can go ahead and start adding your content to these password protected pages. Let me know if you have questions. Cheers.